Okay, guys, so this is Sierra from Love Island, and as some of y'all know, she got kicked off the show. And a lot of us didn't know why at first. Now, I did some research. It is because throughout social media, she's been using the C word. Now, what is the C word? It is a racial slur used towards Asians. It rhymes with wink, and it starts with a CH. Now, this wasn't said on the show, it was used on her social media. So this was posted in 2015. As you can see, it says still winking even at the top, which she's talking about her eyes because like the sun's hitting her and she's like squinting. So she's saying she looks Asian, which saying it like that is effed up. She said it again over here in a story in 2024. In this situation, she was getting Botox and she was talking about how she's trying to get these lines out of her eyes on the side. So now there's this screenshot going around and one of her followers hit her up and was like, hey girl, so that winky word, I don't know if you know this, but that's a racial slur. You don't look good saying it. And gives her a screenshot of the history. She responds back and says, oh man, thankfully that's not how I used it. Now, the way that she responded here, I don't know if it's like a, oh, thanks for letting me know, or a, who gives a F because I didn't use it in that manner. So some people were like, maybe it was an honest mistake and she really didn't know. But people don't believe that anymore because this screenshot just came out. This is from 2023. A follower hit her up and said, girl, that's a derogatory term for Asians. Sierra responds, I just got educated on the topic, immediately deleting. I never knew the history of that word, but will for sure never use it again. Thanks for letting me know. Which means when this fan hit her up, she already knew and didn't care. I'm guessing she's thinking like, well, since I'm not using it as a racial slur, then I'm not being racist. So there's no problem with it. I'm just describing a feature. Now, guys, this is a legend because some of these screenshots could be photoshopped. Now, just as expected, people are not taking this well. It's actually creating controversy and everybody has something to say about it. There's the obvious take, what she said was racist and she needs to be removed from the show. Another take that a lot of people are saying is that Sierra using the slur was not even that big of a deal. Her intentions was not racist. This girl here made a take and she said, saying that you look winky is the equivalent to saying that you look N-wordy. Now, I hate that I gotta get into this. Why you even bring us up? Don't even compare it. The N-word was used on people while being slaves. The N-word has too much history. We're not doing this. Yes, they were both racial slurs, but one holds way more weight. Y'all know what's crazy? A lot of BLK people was like, what the hell is the C word? The C word is a slur, which might catch a lot of y'all by surprise. But at least from my experience, that wasn't a word that was kind of used around us. So right now, I think a lot of BLK people are like having a wake-up call. Look at us. We're like discovering a new continent. We're like, what is this? Now, the Latino community is a little different.
Sierra using the C slur isn't anything new in the Latino community. We have to break that cycle and stop calling people that look in your mind Asian Chino. Like I can probably tell you like 5 people that I know that are Latinos that they're called Chino or China and they don't look nothing Asian, okay?
So maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to be a word that's commonly used in the Latino community. And you know, this ain't the first time that we've heard something like this when it comes to racial slurs in the Latino community, because that was a big deal with 6ix9ine. And what I've been hearing is that in New York, everybody's saying the N-word. Look at this. Black people just letting it happen too, no backbone at all. This is the 3rd time I'm hearing this. Literally Asians, Hispanics, Arabs, YT people, they say it so casually. I guess someone's giving insight. For context, BLKs and Latinos typically say it. Since they're from the same neighborhoods, the cultures basically merged. YTs never got a pass though. And I heard 6ix9ine say something just like that. So I'm guessing it's different in New York or other parts of the United States. I personally don't recommend anyone saying the N-word or wink, but okay. But anyway, so as y'all know, they sent these screenshots to the producers of Love Island and they got her up out of there. And I don't know if you knew, but people would have these like large events where they would all watch Love Island together. And this is how the crowd reacted when they found out that Sierra was taken off the show. Now, we haven't heard from Sierra in a minute, but just recently, she posted a video responding to everything. We can either call this an apology video or an accountability video. Basically, she said while she was in the villa, a bunch of posts came back from her past, which is why she got taken off. She addresses the Asian community and says she's deeply sorry, that she didn't know it had that much pain or harm. She had no ill intentions, but ignorance is not an excuse. She said she genuinely had no idea that it was a slur, which, I guess. She said once she found out, she was embarrassed and she immediately removed the post. And she did research and learn the meaning of the word and its history. Now, she says there are different screenshots going around the internet right now, and some of these time slots are not true. She said the first time that she heard it from a follower, she took action. So I guess she's saying that some of these are edited, which I have seen online. Some people think that they're photoshopped. She says because those are going around, she understands why everybody feels the way they do, because it looks like she doubled down on it. She also tells us that this situation has been affecting her badly. People called ICE on her family. She's been receiving unalive threats. She says that I get that some of you are mad, but this is not the way that you go about getting justice. She says moving forward, she won't be using the word, and that there won't be more behaviors like this, and she'll prove it with her actions, and that hopefully people can use her mistake as a learning moment. Now, I look at the comments. Some people ain't going, "Oh man, thankfully that's not how I used it." Sierra, when she was told it was derogatory. Crazy that the person you had this conversation with didn't show your response. You took accountability and learned right in the moment in 2024. I'll just leave it here. Now, other people are accepting the apology. They're still going to give support, and they believe that it was an honest mistake. Now, guys, I know that a lot of you have still not watched Love Island. I was late too, but in the past 72 hours, I watched 32 episodes. They're all 1 hour long. This show is insane. Right now it's on episode 32 and it ends on episode 36. If you want, I will make a full recap of the entire season till the point that it's at now, just so you can be in the loop. If you want me to do this, type in the comments recap. Then for all of you guys that don't have time, at least you'll be in the loop for when the finale happens. Okay guys, this video ends here. As I always say, what do you think about this?